Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Dipti Kulkarni, lecturer, Department of Physics, KLS Kokte PU College, Belgavi. In the earlier videos, I discussed electric charges and fields from electrostatics. In this video, I am going to discuss electric potential and capacitance from the same electrostatics topic, that is second chapter, electrostatic potential and capacitance. The weightage of this chapter is 8 marks. So how actually the marks are distributed? Let us understand. So one question from 2 marks, one question, two questions from 3 marks here. Okay, then total it is 8. So one question from 2 marks and two questions from 3 marks. So total how much it is? 8. This is the one pattern, or they may ask according to the PU board, they may ask the question from 3 marks. Okay, one question from 3 marks and one question from 5 marks problem. So total 8. So this is the weightage of the second chapter. Let us begin with some concepts from the second chapter, like electric potential. So in this animation, I just tried to show you what is exactly the meaning of electric potential. Okay, so well, here we have to consider the charge Q1. So I just considered the charge Q1, and whatever assumption we are doing, these are imaginary. Okay, so this is a charge Q1, and the surrounded area is called electric field. Already we studied electric field. Okay, the charge surrounded area is called electric field. So this is a charge and the surrounded area is electric field now. Okay, we are bringing one more charge from infinity. That charge is denoted by Q2 here, and this charge from where it is? This is from infinity. Suppose if we are bringing another charge from infinity, and if we fix this charge to the required point, then there is a work done, because we are bringing the charge from infinity to the particular point. Okay, then there is a work done. The work done is in this direction. This green color arrow shows the direction of work done, and this red color arrow shows the direction of electric field. When we compare these two, electric field and work done both are opposite in the direction. Okay, let us move on to the proper definition of electric potential. Okay, electric potential at a point in an electric field is the work done in bringing unit positive charge from infinity to that point against the electric field. So this is the definition for the electric potential. This is the meaning of electric potential. So we are bringing the charge from infinity, and we are fixing in the presence of electric field. Okay, and there is a work done, and that work done and electric field both are opposite in the direction. This is a brief idea about electric potential. Then how we express the electric potential in the expression form? Electric potential is denoted by the notation V. So V is equal to work done divided by charge, implies V is equal to W divided by Q. We can use the notation Q or Q naught. Okay, both are same, and here this charge value is negligible, the magnitude is negligible here. Okay, and the SI unit for the electric potential is volt. Either we write volt spelling, okay, complete volt spelling, or only notation V. Next one, potential difference. Potential difference between 2 points in an electric field is the work done in moving a unit positive charge from one point to another point. So this is one point and this is another point. B and A are 2 points. Okay. With respect to these 2 points, I will consider the potential V, VA and VB with respect to A and B. V is the notation for the potential. So what is potential difference here? Electric potential difference between 2 points in an electric field is the work done in moving a unit positive charge from one point to another point. So unit positive charge means 1 coulomb of charge. Unit positive charge. The magnitude is 1 here. Let VA and VB be the potential at 2 points A and B respectively in an electric field of strength E. Then the formula for potential difference is equal to VA minus VB. Okay. The formula for the potential difference is equal to VA minus VB. So there is a small derivation. Derive an expression for electric potential due to an isolated point charge. Isolated means single charge, point charge. Okay. Consider a charge Q, positive charge Q, and this is the direction of the electric field. Okay. Then we are bringing one more charge from infinity. That charge is denoted by Q naught. Okay. And that is also positive here. We are bringing the charge from infinity. Okay. We are fixing that charge at point A. So we are bringing this charge from infinity and we are shifting that charge to A. Suppose if we change the position of the charge from A to B, or if we move this charge from A to B, definitely this charge is require force. Then only we can move from A to B. Suppose if the charge is having the force to move from A to B, then whether the displacement occurs? Definitely. Okay. That displacement is denoted by dx here. If the charge is moving from A to B, okay, then there is a work done. Why like that? Because we know the basic formula for the work done. Work done is force into displacement, right? When the charge is moving from one point to another point, definitely that charge is having the force. Then only that charge will move from one point to another point. If charge is moving from one point to another point, it get displaced from A to B, means that displacement is denoted by dx. And we know the formula for the work done. W is equal to F into S. Instead of S, suppose if I substitute dx, this is a displacement, then W is equal to what? F into dx. Then suppose if this charge again, if it moves from B to P, P is the required point. P is our required point. We are expecting that charge to come at point P. Then the distance between this charge or point O to this P is R. OP distance is R. Then what about the distance of OA? OA is denoted by X. OA distance is how much? X. Okay. So I hope you understood the diagram properly. Now suppose this Q, okay, small q it is, Q is the point charge placed at O in free space. This is a charge placed at O. X is the distance between Q and 1C, means this Q and 1C means this unit positive test charge is having 1 coulomb of charge. This magnitude value is 1 coulomb. Okay. P is a point at a distance R. This is a P and the distance between this O and P is R. E is electric field. Okay. Electric field due to the charge Q. And plus 1C is the charge placed at the point A. A and B are the 2 points separated by a small distance of dx. This distance is dx. Okay. From Coulomb's law. So here we are using or we are applying the Coulomb's force formula. Why? Because we know that W is equal to force into displacement. So which type of force it is? Definitely it is a Coulomb force, because we are talking about the charges here. Then definitely we have to apply Coulomb's force. What is Coulomb's force formula? F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R square, which we already discussed in the first chapter, right? So here instead of Q1 I will consider Q. This is Q, right? Instead of Q2, this Q2, okay, I will consider 1 coulomb, because this test charge is 1 coulomb. So that is the reason Q into 1. Instead of this R square, I will consider X square, because OA distance is how much? X. First, where we will keep that charge? From infinity to A. That is the reason we have to consider this total distance, because earlier it was at A. The charge is at A. So OA distance is X. So in the denominator it is X square. So you call it as, this is equation number 1. Okay. The work done in moving 1 coulomb of charge from A to B is dW is equal to minus F dx. dW is equal to minus F dx means small work done. dW, here I use the notation dx for the displacement. Similarly, for the work done also it is dW. Okay, because we are shifting the charge from only from A to B, then the displacement is dx. So that small work done is denoted by dW. Suppose if we want to study the total work done means what? When we shift this charge to the required point P. So this is total work done. Okay. Let us study step by step. dW is equal to minus F dx when we shift the charge from A to B. And why negative sign here? Negative sign indicates that work done is opposite to the direction of the electric field, which we discussed. Okay, in the first slide only we discussed about this force, work done and electric field both are opposite in the direction. Work done and electric field both are opposite in the direction. That is the reason negative sign here. Okay. The total work done in moving a 1 coulomb of charge from x is equal to infinity. Earlier where it was? At infinity. That charge was at infinity. We are bringing the charge from infinity to the required point P, and that OP distance is R. Okay. And this is calculated by using integration method. Then total work done, because we are bringing the charge finally from A to P. Okay. Then what is the work done? Total work done. total work done W is equal to dW, integration over dW, and the limits are from infinity to R. Infinity is a lower limit here because we are bringing the charge from infinity, so this is a lower limit, and where we are fixing finally at a required point P, and that distance is R. Then what is dW? dW is minus F dx. In the next step, what we have to substitute? W is equal to minus F dx, integration over minus F dx, and limits are from infinity to R. Next, what is F? We know what is F. That is from the equation number 1, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q divided by x square. Okay. So here negative sign. So negative sign as it is. Dx as it is. Okay. Next, minus q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught, we have to take it out because we are not varying the charge and this constant value. What we are varying? We are varying the only distance from A to B and then B to P, or from A to P. So these are the distances. So only distances are varying here. That is the reason we have to integrate, or x is the variable here. So integration over 1 by x square, limits are from infinity to R. In the next step, W is equal to minus q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. After integration, how much we will get? Minus 1 by x. After integrating the value, we got this minus 1 by x. Okay. Then substitute the value of lower and upper limit, that is R and infinity. Wherever x is present, then we have to substitute R and infinity, first upper limit, then minus lower limit. According to the integration rule, q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught as it is, first we have to substitute 1 by R, then minus 1 by infinity. And carefully you have to observe this negative and this is also negative, it becomes positive here. There is no question of negative sign for this next step. Okay. Then 1 by R as it is, but what about this 1 by infinity? 1 by infinity is 0. Okay. This 1 by infinity is 0. So for that reason, W is equal to q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 divided by R. We can call it as, this is equation number 2. Okay. For charge of 1 coulomb, V is equal to W. Okay. V is equal to W means what? In the beginning we discussed this formula, V is equal to W divided by Q. Okay. Suppose Q is equal to 1 coulomb. 1 coulomb. Then what about this expression? Is it not V is equal to W? We considered here Q naught value 1 coulomb. Okay. That is the reason here for a 1 coulomb of charge, V is equal to W. Then the final expression, V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R. Or we can also write W is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Okay. I hope you understood the concepts properly. To check your understanding, I just prepared some sample questions as a quiz. So these are very simple questions, okay, which we discussed based on the previous slides. I just prepared some questions. Okay. So stop the video and read the questions carefully. Okay. First question, dash is the SI unit of electric potential. Second one, is electric potential scalar or vector? Third one, dash is the SI unit of electric potential difference. So stop the video and cross verify your answers. Okay. Answer number 1, volt is a SI unit of electric potential. Second one, electric potential is a scalar quantity. Third one, again same, volt is a SI unit for electric potential difference also. Okay, I hope you understood the concepts properly. If you need additional questions and answers on second chapter, please go through the link given below. Thank you.